hello, hello. Welcome to my live. Having technical difficulties here. Always when you least expect it. Always when you least expect it. So glad that you guys could join me. Can you still hear the feedback? Hi Vernus, how are you? Hi Cindy, hi Gigi. Hi DJ Vibes. So glad that you all could join me tonight for story time. If you haven't already thumbs up, please go ahead and thumbs me up. Whew. I tell you. Can everyone see me and hear me? Hear me okay? Hopefully I'm not getting any response. I don't know if it's because I'm surfing here a little bit. And these devices want to do their own thing. I could hardly see that small print on the, let's see, on my phone. Okay. Hi Jalecia. How are you? Welcome to story time. Yes, I'm clear. Thank you, Cindy. I'm buffering here. Gigi says I can see you. Great, great, great. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody had a good day. I had a pretty good day for the most part. A little tired and having some swelling issues going on in my legs, but for the most part I'm good. I'm not gonna prolong the time. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with our story time. It's a short story. It's a very short story tonight, but it does have a lot of characters in it. So no Frank G tonight. I didn't see Frank G come in the house. Tonight's his birthday, and I'm supposed to do the birthday song for him. I guess he'll have to get it, the birthday song another time. All right. It's like I said, it's a short story tonight, but it does have quite a few characters in it. Anybody else got a birthday tonight besides G? Any more birthday people in the house? Let me see how many characters we got. I might do a giveaway. Let's see. Okay. All right. Jaleesa says, thanks for our Almighty God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Amen, Gisela. Amen. That's for sure. Thank God. It's by His grace. That's for sure. That is for sure. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a giveaway again tonight. Of course, Bernice, you know, unfortunately, you can't be in the giveaway because you already have a book. So I want everybody to put a number in the stream. from 1 to 20. And whomever gets the number or get as close to the number as possible will win one of my books. So go ahead and only put one number one time. You don't have to put multiple numbers multiple times. Just everybody go ahead and put one number in the stream from 1 to 20. And whomever gets the number or come closest to the number will be the winner. So go ahead. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, Frank, you made it. How are you? Welcome to the live, Frank. Okay, let's see what we got. We got Cindy said 9. Frank said 10. And who else? Nobody else taking a guess? I think I'm lagging a little bit. Okay, Gisela said 1. Okay. Who else we got? Cindy said 9. Gigi, you not gonna take a stab at it in the dark? So Frank, today is your birthday. So you wanted me to sing the Stevie Wonder birthday song to you. I don't know all the lyrics, so I'm going to pull it up and see if I could hum a few bars, as they say. Let's see. All right. Okay. All right, Frank, you ready? Ready for the birthday song, Frank? I'll come back to the giveaway in a little bit. All right. You know, it doesn't make much sense. There ought to be a law against anyone who takes offense at a day in your celebration. 'Cause we all know in our minds that there ought to be a time that we can set aside to show just how much we love you. And I'm sure we would agree it couldn't fit more perfectly than a half-the-world party on the day you came to be. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. 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 Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. There you go, Frank. Frank, you got the birthday song. Did I do okay, Frank? Did I do okay on your song? I kind of butchered that first part because I had to read the lyrics. I didn't really know it. So everybody wished Frank a happy birthday. He said he wanted the Stevie Wonder version of the song. So I did my best. Frank, I hope you're happy and pleased with your birthday song. All right, let's see. So let's see. Gigi, you decided you weren't going to take a stab in the dark for the number? I think the other person who I don't see a number for is DJ Vibes. DJ Vibes, I don't see a number for you. I don't know if you stepped away or not. But I see a number for everybody but you and Gigi. I will start surfing. Oh, these devices, I tell you. I don't know. I can hardly see that little screen there. Let's see. Frank says thanks. Okay, Gigi. I'm in the back of the class. Gigi in the back of the class. Oh, okay, Gigi. I'm trying to see on this other device because my eyesight when it comes to looking at this little screen, it's rough. And it's trying to do its own thing. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to come back to the can everyone still see and hear me okay? It looks like that from that screen it looked like it's okay. Let's see. Yes, okay, good. I'm glad you all can see me. It looked like it was buffering, like this one I'm looking at, trying to see who's in. All right, so okay, yes. All right, so let's see. Like I said, so I didn't see a number from Gigi, so I guess Gigi says she's not gonna take a shot at it. Let's see the numbers I have. Okay, so Cindy said 9, Frank said 10, and Jasilla said 1. All right, I don't seem to have any more numbers. I guess DJ Vibes kind of stepped away, and Gigi, I guess I don't see a number for you, Gigi. Or do you plan to? I see your yes, but I don't see. Do you plan to guess a number, Gigi, before I go ahead and finalize our winner? Okay, so Gigi, I guess that's a no for you. All right, so the winner out of Frank, G, Cindy, and Gisela is, drum roll, the winner is Frank G. Yay! So Frank G, for your birthday, you are the winner. You said 10. Cindy was right on your heels at 9, and Gisela was 1. And the number of characters in this short story is actually 18. So Frank G, you come the closest. You're the closest winner. You're the closest to the number. Okay, Gigi says she's not gonna. Okay, all right. So Frank G, happy birthday, and you are the winner of the book giveaway. So Frank G, just drop me your email in the link, please, and I'll get with you and get the information where to mail your book. And I will get it. I will autograph it first, and then I will send it to you. Thank you so much, and happy birthday again, Frank G. So I'm going to go ahead and do our story. Like I said, it's a short story, but we have a lot of characters in the story. There once was an emperor named Tony Fresh 13 who loved nothing better than to be the best dressed, always wearing fancy new clothes. 3 times a day he would change into a brand new royal outfit, and he wore nothing but the best. Many emperors spent their days talking to advisors and fixing problems of the land, but not this Get Fresh man. Too busy sending out his servants to find the next great outfit to wear. No one could say he didn't exhibit self-love always, because he didn't care about anything but his looks. People were fed up with him and wanted to break those barriers. So one day, 2 strangers came into town named Ola Joe, the crocheting sailor, and Fashionable's svlogg. They said they were weavers, but they lied. They said the cloth they wove was the finest anyone would ever see. Tony Fresh thought they were heaven sent, but in fact, they were not weavers. They were really common thieves. These fake weavers said their cloth was more beautiful than any other cloth, but it could not be seen by just anyone. Only people who were smart and the most excellent could actually see the magic cloth. People who were not smart and not excellent, well, they would see nothing at all. Soon word reached Tony Fresh 13 about these 2 thieves and their fine cloth. Thinking he's Mr. Wise, he thought, I am one smart cookie and the most excellent emperor. Anyone can tell by how grand I always look. I do not need to worry about that silly magic or crooks. So Tony Fresh 13 went to see the 2 weavers, Ola Joe, the crocheting sailor, and Fashionable's svlogg at the Nacon shop. These clever crooks ran about their shop, pointing at empty corners and tabletops. They said with pride, look at these piles of fine cloth. Surely you have never seen colors as bright as these. Patterns as beautiful, you see. Tony Fresh 13 could not understand. He didn't see any cloth anywhere, but he wanted to be the man of the hour. It never dawned on him that they had a slick production going on. He was just concerned about being the most fly guy there was. The Emperor Tony Fresh 13 thought, I cannot let anyone know that I cannot see this magic cloth. Who knows what they may think of me? So he insisted, he said, indeed, this is the most beautiful cloth anyone has ever seen. As it turns out, Tony Fresh 13's grand annual parade was coming up soon. This was a special day when everyone in the kingdom lined up to admire Tony Fresh 13 and cheered him as he walked by. This year, Tony Fresh 13 definitely wanted to be that guy. He wanted an outfit more fine than ever before. It must be made from the weaver's wonderful cloth. Yet there was very little time. Could they weave the cloth in time for the parade? The two fake weavers, Ola Joe, the crocheting sailor, and Fashionable's blog frowned, as if they could not be sure. Then they smiled and said, yes, of course. They could make him the finest royal outfit and cape ever, but it would cost many extra gold coins for the work to be ready in time. Tony Fresh 13 didn't have a problem with this because he didn't mind, because he wasn't on a silver budget. He was a high roller. Tony Fresh paid it all. The two crooks, Ola J, the crocheting sailor, and Fashionable's blog, put the gold right into their chest. But they did not buy yarn. All they bought were a few candles to burn in the windows at night. That way everyone would say, look, those new weavers are working day and night to get Tony Fresh's new clothes ready in time for the parade. On the morning of the parade, Tony Fresh 13 came to the weaver's shop. He felt sure that this time he could be able to see the magic cloth. But still, Tony Fresh 13 saw nothing. When it was time for Tony Fresh 13 to get undressed, the clever crook said, these clothes are so light and airy, it will feel as if you have nothing on at all. That is how it seemed to Tony Fresh 13, because he wanted to believe he was too wise to be tricked. For when he looked in the mirror, he saw in the reflection that he was wearing nothing. But he thought really he must be wearing a very grand outfit, one worth all the extra money he had spent. At the parade, Tony Fresh 13 walked tall and proud. Each person who saw him go by thought for a while, I cannot believe what I am seeing. Tony Fresh 13 is wearing no clothes. But each person said nothing. They knew that only people who were smart and excellent could see the magic clothes. So instead they cheered. There goes the Tony Fresh 13. Doesn't he look fine? All of a sudden, one little boy named Kobe DW called out, "Look, Tony Fresh 13 has no clothes." Everyone gasped. Then FrankGTv called out, "Look at him. He has nothing on at all." Suddenly, Lulu and Laura vloggers laughed. And then Dez and Trel followed by Sean and Mel. Then more and more people started to laugh. Someone said aloud, "Would you look at that? Tony Fresh 13 has no clothes." Soon everyone was calling out and laughing, you know. Oh dear, thought Tony Fresh 13. Here is where it gets real. This is definitely not a stress-free zone, he thought. Now everyone might know I can't see the cloth. If I didn't speak up because I was afraid of what people would think of me, what will they think of me now? So the parade must go on. So Tony Fresh 13 continued to walk, and the servants behind him continued to hold high the train that they thought was there. So that concludes my short story for tonight. I'm going to tell you who the characters in the story tonight. Like I said, it was a short story, but I was able to squeeze a lot of characters in. Okay, so these are your YouTubers. Tony Fresh 13, and he spells it Tony space FRESH and the number 13. Just the number. He doesn't spell out the letters. Self-love. Always. That's a YouTuber. Break Those Barriers is a YouTuber. Everybody knows Ola Joe, the crocheting sailor. And then we have Fashionable's Vlog. That's a YouTuber. We have Heaven Sent. We have Mr. Wise, that's MR, and then WISE, Mr. Wise, that's a YouTuber. We have Smart Kookie, and she spells it with KOOKIE. We have the Nacon Shop, that's NACON. That's one of the YouTubers featured tonight. Everybody probably heard of Slick Production. That's a YouTuber. Then we have On a Silver Budget. That is a YouTuber. And if my memory serves me correctly, On a Silver Budget is I think she decorates, but she decorates, on a budget. She does pretty good decorations too. But yes, On a Silver Budget, that's a YouTuber. Then we have Kobe DW. That's Koby, and then capital space and capital DW. That's a YouTuber. And then, of course, the birthday boy, FrankGTv. Happy birthday again, Frank. Then you have Lulu and Laura Vloggers. That's a YouTuber's full name. Lulu, Lulu, then A-N-D, Laura, Laura, Vloggers. That's a YouTuber. Then you have Des and Trel. That's the YouTuber's name. Des is D-E-Z, then the word and then Trel, T-R-E-L. So I'm assuming these three groups are, these YouTubers here are in a group. It's two people together that's doing their channel. Then you have Sean and Mel. And Sean is spelled S-H-A-W-N, and then Mel, the word and then Mel, M-E-L. So those are also YouTubers. It Gets Real, and they spell the real R-E-E-L versus R-E-A-L. It Gets Real is a YouTuber. Stress Free Zone, that's a YouTuber. So those are all of our YouTubers in the story tonight. And of course, Tony Fresh was the main character. You're quite welcome, Frank. You are quite welcome. Also, if you all haven't already, please thumbs me up. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Cindy and Gigi and Vernis, for being my moderators. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Jacilla's congratulating Frank. Gigi's congratulating Frank. Cindy's congratulating Frank for his birthday and also winning a book. Frank, that's awesome. You came in tonight, won a book, it's your birthday, and you were featured in the story. So you got a triple whammy, not a double whammy. You got a triple whammy. Jacilla is saying to Frank, you are welcome, and Frank saying thanks. You are so welcome, Frank. Thank you for coming into my story time. Thank you so much. When I looked earlier, Frank, I didn't see you in, and I guess it's because one of the devices I'm using is, normally I use my laptop, and for some reason I could connect on my phone, but I couldn't connect on my laptop. And so I didn't see you there. And I was like, oh, darn, I'm supposed to sing happy birthday to Frank. So look, Frank, I was trying to give your birthday song to somebody else. I was like, anybody. I'm going to sing this song tonight, one way or the other. But nobody had any birthdays. So you came in right in time. So nobody could steal your thunder. But I was trying to give your song away, Frank. I was tuned up for it. And I said, and I was debating back and forth. I said, should I just go right into the happy birthday to you part, or should I try to sing the main verse? And then I finally said, you know what? Let me give it a shot and try to sing the main verse, and then go into the happy birthday to you. Hi, Edward Smart. How are you? Welcome to Story Time. So glad that you joined us tonight. Unfortunately, you just missed our story, so you'll have to go and on playback and to replay the story for tonight. You also missed the book giveaway. We had another book giveaway tonight. Frank G got a triple whammy. It's his birthday, so shout out Frank. Give Frank a birthday shout out. Edward, it's Frank's birthday, so Frank got a birthday. Frank got a song, and Frank won the book, and he got featured in the story tonight. So Frank was the man of the hour. Thank you, Frank. Frank said I did a great job on his song. Thank you. I appreciate. Cindy is welcoming Edward in. And Edward, don't forget to thumbs me up. Thank you, Cindy, for that reminder. Frank says yes, I did a good job. Felt like my throat was getting a little dry. Usually I have me some warm tea or something, and I intended to have my tea to soothe my throat. And fooling with this technology, it took me to the 9th hour, so I didn't have time to fix my tea. Hello, sophisticated lady, how are you? So glad that you could join me in the live for story time. I don't know if I missed you earlier, if you came in while I was reading the story. I hope you did, but if you didn't, hopefully you can catch it. You can go to replay and go ahead and catch the story. And while you're at it, go ahead and say happy birthday to our birthday boy tonight. Frank G is the man of the hour. Also, okay, you just got here. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, you also missed the book giveaway. I had a book giveaway tonight, and I sung the Stevie Wonder birthday song to our birthday fella, and he got featured in the story, so he got a triple whammy tonight. So I'm so sorry that you missed the festivities. But I'm glad that you could join us. Thank you so much for coming in. How was your day today? I hope everyone had a great day. You know, I was feeling a little tired. Told you I had some swelling stuff going on today in my legs and stuff. But it's like every time it's time for me to do story time, it's like I get this extra boost of energy. You guys bring me energy. You bring me energy in a good way. So I look forward to story time. I really, really do. Boy, these devices are something else. I tell you, they got a mind of their own. But yeah, you all bring new energy to me because I really felt tired and kind of sleepy. I was up last night. It was funny because I couldn't sleep last night. So I was up late. I didn't have the energy to do a story time because it takes a lot for me to prep for that. But I did a 6-hour live. So I put my fireplace on for that visual, for you all to have a visual. I didn't want you all to see how tired I was looking. But I put the fireplace on so that you all can have a visual, and I just talked to people from my laptop, and a lot of people stopped in to see me. And Cindy, I saw you there, and I stepped away for a second, but by the time I came back and spoke to you, I think you had stepped away. But Cindy came by to check me out in my live last night, and Gigi's from Gigi's Gluten-Free Lab, and everybody was saying what beverage they were grabbing up while they were in the live because the fireplace was so soothing. And Gigi said she had some turmeric milk, and that sounded good, so I grabbed me some salted caramel hot chocolate. And then Brayla was in, and she said I think she just grabbed her a cup of coffee. Fine as Wine came in, Fine as Wine Cooking Channel. He came in, and he said he was watching it while he was sitting in a bubble bath, and it was relaxing him. I told him he better not go to sleep in that tub, fall up under that water and drown. Sophisticated lady, so I'm buffering. Yeah, I was looking at that, but I couldn't tell if it was on your end as well. Everybody seemed to be able to see me okay. Oh, sophisticated lady singing happy birthday to Frank and got the dancing lady going with her. Please like. Okay, Cindy's reminding everybody. You know what, Frank? I think I'm in the mood to sing your song again. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I see I got Cindy dancing with me to the happy birthday song. Along with the sophisticated lady. They brought out the dancing lady. Frank is just laughing. Frank laughing at us. Why are you laughing at me, Frank? Why are you laughing at me? I hope the buffering. Did the buffering stop you all? But yeah, I like that. So yeah, for those of you new to the live, I always sing the birthday song if I have any birthdays in the house. And I give everybody 4 choices. I sing either the Marilyn Monroe version of Happy Birthday, which I had Fine Wine and somebody else requested that one. It was funny because both of them requested it back to back. The weeks that it was their birthday, the days it was their birthday. And so I sung the Marilyn Monroe version. And then Frank G told me a week ago or so that when his time came, he wanted me to sing the Stevie Wonder version. And I told him I wasn't going to hold him to it. I was just curious back then which one he wanted. So he had the option tonight to change his song. But he decided he wanted to keep that one. Frank says, yeah, okay. Cindy says, I'm clear. Thank you. Frank says, because it is making his night. Frank, I think it made my night more than it made your night. I was kind of getting in the groove there. You see, I had to sing it. Come back. How they say, bring that thing back one more again. I had to bring it back one more again. That was all right. A sophisticated lady says she good. I'm glad you're good. Glad you're having a good night. Glad everybody's having a good night. That is definitely always a good thing when we're having a good night. I'm having a good night too. Like I said, little issues with the edema, but that's a minor issue in comparisons to some. Because at least I'm still able to move about. You know, I have some mobility stuff going on, but at least I'm still able to move. So what I do is I just get on in my own slow hurry. That's what I say. I'm getting along in my own slow hurry. But at least I'm moving along. Because I can remember those days where I couldn't walk at all. So that's it. But yeah, you guys bring life to me. You all motivate me. You give me a burst of energy. Almost like when I do story time, it's almost like you all make me feel like I feel when they give me that extra shot of steroids. Have me bouncing off the wall. I be like the baby kids, like, can't hang, huh? Can't hang. You know, that's the kind of you all bring to me during story time, and I appreciate that because, like I said, a lot of times my butt is dragging. Like today, my butt was dragging to the 9th hour, and once it was showtime, I was like the guy on the mask, Jim Carrey. It's showtime. So I was like him. I was like him. So I got that burst of energy. I get that boost. So you all are my daily boost of energy. But yeah, I like I said, I was up late last night, and I think I stayed in that live until 6 in the morning. I think I started around 12 midnight or 1 in the morning, and I hung with it till 6 in the morning. And like I said, people were in and out. Simply a Sweetheart passed through, and some guy named Christopher, I think that was his name, he passed through, and Brayla was there. Brayla rode with me to the 9th hour. She was on a job, and told me I was putting her to sleep with the fireplace because she was playing slow music along with it, so it was putting her to sleep. But then she got busy for a moment, and then she came back. I told her don't fall asleep, but she was enjoying it. She was enjoying it. Jaleesa says, "You're funny." I'm funny, Jaleesa. Look, Jaleesa. That's what people seem to think. I think I'd be cracking my own self up. Gigi put it out there in YouTube streets before I first started doing videos, and told everybody she believed I missed my calling. And so I call myself doing a little humor thing. So I got in my channel, I got a couple of humor things there. One is videos. One is called Just Kicking It, and it's funny because I got my face made up like the Cats, the movie Cats. So my face is all made up. And I got my face made up because I went to a children's party. And all the children were getting their face made up. And so when I went over there to the painter, I said, "Can you make my face up?" And she kind of looked at me like, "Really? Like, really?" And then I was like, "Yeah, I'm serious." And some of the adults were looking at me like, "Really? You really gonna do this?" I'm like, "Yeah, but you know what? Hey, that's that inner child in us." And I think sometimes when we exercise that inner child, that's what makes us not so disgruntled and angry all the time in life. And so I that's my thumbnail for Just Kicking It, because it was a night before chemo, and they had me take these extra steroids. I take steroids on the day of chemo, but to control the edema, they give me extra ones to take prior to coming. So at night, here it is, the night before chemo, and I'm bouncing off the wall. So I sat up on the edge of my bed and came online on YouTube, and just random stuff just start going through my head. And so I was just doing some random stuff, like I was doing some stand-up comedy or something, and I titled it Just Kicking It. Then another times I got another one called PSA, Public Service Announcement. So that one is a little humorous. And then I got another one called Don't Hate on My Afro Puff. And then I did a full live of chemo, because I did say I would allow people to peep into my life as well as doing my story times and other little videos. And I did a full day of chemo from the time I got in the ride all the way to chemo, all the way through the process, and to show people the process. And they give me this really, really strong Benadryl that knocks me out. But I was fighting it. I was fighting it because I was trying to talk to the viewers while I was having chemo. So what happened is it had kind of a laughing gas effect on me instead of putting me to sleep. And I was sitting there the whole time, and just all kind of random thoughts just popped into my head. And I was just going for hours, just laughing and just saying whatever came to my head. And I know the nurse that was sitting at the station next to me probably wanted to just come and put both her hands around my neck and choke me to death. But because every so often she'd look at me and she'd give me this look like, "That Benadryl hasn't kicked in yet. You know, you need to go to sleep." But yeah, so I have these moments. Cindy says, "I left you running and checked in throughout." Thank you so much. I appreciate you being in my live last night, Cindy, just as much as I appreciate you being in story time. And I think just about everybody here in story time has been featured in one or two stories, except you, Sophisticated Lady. You're a newcomer, and you also, Jaleesa. I think you were in story time the other day, Jaleesa, but I think you came in at the tail end, so you missed the story. But I think that was your first time being in story time. But Frank G's been featured in two of my stories. Gigi has been featured in one. Cindy has been featured in two of my stories. As far as I could remember, Vernus has been featured in two of my stories. And who else is here? DJ Vibes hasn't been featured yet. But for those of you who are new, Jaleesa and Sophisticated Lady, DJ Vibes, I just randomly assign YouTubers in the story. It depends on the flow of the story and what's taking place in the story. So I look at that, and you'll be featured in the story as either a person, place, or thing. Not necessarily a person. Like, for instance, tonight I featured Heaven Sent. And Heaven Sent is a YouTuber, but I Heaven Sent meant to describe how he thought the two thieves were. And then I chose Ola Joe Crocheting and Fashionable Vlogs because they were talking about the characters were supposed to be weavers to make his outfit. So that's how I came up with them based on their names. And Tony Fresh 13 is a YouTuber, and I came up with him because the whole time they were talking about how fresh this character is. And I want to say Tony Fresh, when I looked at his channel, I think he's into shoes. I can't remember for sure because I get these brain farts. But I think he's into shoes, and he's always saying, you know, looking at how fresh the new shoes are. I think that's what, and I think he took us on a tour, if it's the same guy. Because I got a couple of guys that's into shoes that I'm subscribed to. But he took us into his closet and just showed like all these shoes, wall shoes. So that's what made me decide to come with him and then break those barriers, because people were saying that this person was never doing what he was supposed to do like the other emperors. And so somebody wanted to like teach him a lesson and break that bad habit he had. So that's how I came up with using break those barriers. And with him always admiring himself and wanting to be the coolest, freshest, that's how I came up with the self-love, that he's always showing self-love. And self-love is a good thing. We all should show self-love, you know, and be concerned about ourselves, you know, and confident, be confident in ourselves. And then Mr. Wise I used because he kept saying, they were saying that the person had to be smart and excellent to be able to grasp what was taking place. So that's why I say he was too wise to think that what he was doing wasn't right, or he was being duped. And then also Smart Kookie, you know, again, symbolic of how smart he thought he was when he was really getting duped. And then it said about the people running to their shop, Ola, Joe, and the Crocheting Sailor and Fashionable's blog. It talked about them going around their shop. And so I happen to have that YouTuber called the Nacon shop. So that's how I came up with those. And then, of course, with them tricking him, that's where I came up with the slick production. They had a little scheme going on that he was so smart he couldn't even recognize, and outsmarted himself. So that's how I came up with those. So those are the different ways. And then, of course, I needed some characters that were at the place where the parade was, to let him know they couldn't see what he say was going on. And so I needed a little boy, and that's why I picked Kobe, DW, and then some other people, Frank. So all of these were the people gathered in the square or wherever the parade was taking place. And it's hard to use YouTubers' names when they're like the ones that I used tonight. So this story was especially good because I don't know where else, what other kind of story I'd be able to use the names where you have two people that are working together as a team on their YouTube channel. Lulu and Laura vloggers, Dez and Trel, Sean and Mel. So it's probably not often that I'm gonna get a story that I'll be able to put those names in and feature those characters. So that's why a lot of times I'll grab them when I can, because like I said, that's not a type. Those are not types of YouTube names that I could use that often. So that was a good opportunity to use them there in that particular area. And then of course stress-free zone, because he was panicking, getting nervous. So I was able to use that there, and it gets real, because at some point reality set in for him, and he realized that he had been, but he, to save face, he couldn't let the crowd know that he was taken advantage of. So to save faith, he had to go through with it and continue to act as if he really was wearing clothes when reality set in and he realized he wasn't. Sophisticated Lady says yes. Frank says right. Gisela says funny. Okay. All right. So maybe I'm still lagging here. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. All right. Sophisticated Ladies throwing some love at Gisela. And she's throwing some at Edward. She says to me the name is Gisela. Okay. Look, Gisela, I'm the butcher named Queen. I am the butcher named Queen. And look, 1 minute I get it right, the next minute I get it wrong. Everybody have to put it out in syllables for me. But don't charge it to my heart, as they say, charge it to my head. But I'm going to do the best I can to remember to say that right. All right, I'm going to ask that you not use words like let's go and grow, because we don't want it to go to spam. You know, I think by now everybody in here knows, you know, what we're doing. Hi, okay, so here I go again with the butcher the names. Is it Micah Agency? I know you've been in the live before. I think maybe once I may have seen you in the live. How are you? How are you? Is it did you have a good day? So glad you could join me. Unfortunately, you missed out on all the fun. You missed the birthday song that I sung twice to Frank G. It's his birthday. So if you want to tell Frank G happy birthday, and then Frank was featured in the story tonight. You missed the story, so you'll have to catch it on replay. And then I had a book giveaway, and Frank was also the winner of the book. Okay, Sophisticated Lady is throwing some love at Gigi. She's shouting out at Gigi. And Cindy is speaking to Micah. And Micah speaking back to Cindy and Frank. But welcome so much. I thank you for coming into the live. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you just came in, don't forget to thumbs me up. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Gisela says, okay, all right. Okay, yeah, Gisela, I think everybody knows what's going on and got it covered. So we have to be careful of what we're putting out there in the live, because we don't want to be spammed up, and we definitely don't want to be crossed up. So we have to be so careful with that stuff. What's Edward saying here? Edward, Sophisticated Lady, thanks, see you later. Oh, okay. Edward is smart is shouting at Sophisticated Lady. But anyways, you all, I'm not going to prolong the time. My commitment to story time is about an hour, and that's about as much as I can handle live like that before you all see me starting to slip away out of this chair like putty. But thank you all so much for stopping by the live. I don't take it for granted when you stop by to see me. I appreciate you all. Thank you that you felt like I had something that you wanted to hear. Like I said, you all are my energy. You're my steroids. You get me pumped up for story time, whether I have one person in the live for story time or whether I have 100. You know, I feel everybody's time is equally important. We all got a lot going on in our lives outside of YouTube, and a lot of you got a lot more going on besides other than me. And I thank you all so much. Thank you, Gigi. Thanks, Cindy. Thanks, Vernon. Thanks, my mods. Thank you so much for looking out for me. And thank you all. And always remember, until we meet again, may his peace be with you. And always remember, I have a will to live. So you all have a very, very good night. And I will see you all on, I lose track of days. So I think today is Wednesday. Okay, so I will see you all at story time on Friday. That's my new schedule for story time now. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I don't do it every night anymore because it's too much to prepare for story time. I may on those days, Tuesdays and Thursdays, on those days I may periodically do a live where you'll just come in and I'll talk to you through the device, but not you not be able to see my physical body. So that just depends on how I'm feeling and if I'm up with the insomnia. But like I said, see you guys, see your faces in the place on Friday night for story time. You all, and good night.